What characterized the Ptolemaic army? Have you ever wondered how the Ptolemaic army stood out during the Hellenistic period? This military force, serving the Greek rulers of Egypt from 305 to 30 before Christ, was quite remarkable. Its structure and strategies were heavily influenced by the Macedonian military system, which was inherited from the conquests of Alexander the Great. At the heart of the Ptolemaic army was the infantry, organized around the Macedonian Phalanx formation. Soldiers wielded long pikes known as sarissas. This formation was deep and heavily armed, designed to hold the line and deliver powerful thrusts against enemy forces. The infantry was divided into units called chiliarchies, with each unit consisting of about 1,000 men. These units were further subdivided for better command and control. In addition to the phalanx, the army also included lighter troops like peltasts and mercenary light infantry. These units provided flexibility and were skilled in skirmishing tactics. The Ptolemaic army was also known for its ethnic diversity. It reflected the multi-ethnic nature of the Ptolemaic kingdom. Different ethnic groups were often assigned roles that suited their traditional strengths. For example, Cretans served as archers, Libyans were heavy infantry, and Thracians were cavalry. Despite this diversity, the army maintained cohesion through training. Greek or Macedonian officers led the troops, forming the core of the leadership. The king and queen played crucial roles in unifying the troops and boosting morale, especially during critical battles like the Battle of Raphia in 217 before Christ. Elite units were also a key feature of the Ptolemaic army. The royal guard included both infantry and cavalry. The infantry royal guard, known as the Hetairai Basilican, numbered around 3,000 and fought as phalangates or in specialized roles. The cavalry guard, called the agema, was an elite heavy cavalry force of about 700 men. They were equipped and trained in the Macedonian style, often using lances and sometimes fighting without shields for greater mobility. The Ptolemaic army relied heavily on mercenaries from various regions. Indigenous Egyptian troops were often less dependable. These mercenaries garrisoned towns and fortresses and served aboard the Ptolemaic fleet as marines. The army's equipment was consistent with Hellenistic standards. The government provided or reimbursed soldiers for their arms and armor. Cavalry horses were supplied and cared for by the state, which included stables and veterinarians. Over time, the strength of the Ptolemaic army declined. By the time of Julius Caesar, it had become disorganized and heavily reliant on foreign mercenaries, losing much of its earlier effectiveness. However, during its height, it was a formidable force that combined Macedonian military tradition with the diverse peoples of the Eastern Mediterranean. For those interested in military history while traveling in Greece, the Ptolemaic army is a fascinating example of how Greek military traditions adapted and evolved outside of mainland Greece. It blended local and foreign elements to create a unique fighting force that played a key role in the Hellenistic world. Visiting sites related to the Ptolemies in Egypt and museums with artifacts from this period can offer a tangible connection to this military heritage.